And welcome back to the West Wave Rec Centre, Episode 2, Supremacy 8, the best of New Zealand's mixed martial arts action in the heart of West Auckland. As we head to the first fight of the night, it's a lightweight fight. And our tale of the tape is brought to you by UFC Personal Trainer, available on Xbox 360 Connect. And we have Paul Paitai, 26 years of age, 72.6 kilos, and he has an 11-year age advantage over 15-year-old Anton Milne, 174 centimetres tall, 71 kilos.
I'm just going to go in for a war. Yeah, just going to have a fight, ball it out.
He's just young and up and coming, so that's all I've heard. He's got a lot of fitness and likes to be aggressive. So
it's where I make my name and my stand in the MMA game, and where I bring the club, put the club on the map as well.
I'm going in there sort of blind, not really knowing much about him, but you know, all I know is that he closed the cage door and it's a war, so we'll do it.
Yeah, I'm only 15 and I got nothing to lose anyway, so I'm going to bring a war.
Yeah, see when they go hard, it's a war.
Well, tough words from the older man, Paul Paitai, as we head into our Rules of the Cage, brought to you by Flavour, New Zealand's hottest hip-hop and R&B tunes. Well, there are 3 judges scoring the bout, 3 5-minute rounds. It's a 10-point must system. It's scored on striking, grappling, cage control, and finally aggression, as we head into our first bout of Episode 2, and it's a lightweight bout.
I'm really looking forward to this. Anton's only 15 years old. 15. When I was 15, I was doing kung fu, competing in point sparring. He's into the cage.
Well, when Waki gets away from his Bruce Lee movies, we have referee Terry Hill starting the bout. Paul Paitai in the all-black shorts. Anton Milne, the 15-year-old, giving away 11 years, and he shoots straight in for the double leg takedown. Good defence by Paitai. Paitai, of course, the local boy from the Strike Force gym, securing the leg there.
Anton really aggressive, coming out.
Well, he came in, shot straight under the right hand immediately. Now, he's got him in full guard. Just controlling the wrist, not allowing Paitai to get too much away in terms of raining the punches down from the top. Interesting to see how Anton Milne's submission game is. He's got his head crunched up.
And that's what Paitai needs to do. Just push Anton into that cage and squash their head. Put the pressure on the neck.
Well, interesting too, the age gap. You know, a 26-year-old man often has a lot better developed strength. At 15, you're still very much in that growth phase. And just the feeling of someone who is that much bigger and stronger as he rains down. Big right hands from the top. Good composure there from Milne. He just controls the head once again. Just shuffling the legs up under the shoulders, now back into the hips.
Oh, another big shot there from the top. Paitai's doing really well.
Well, a lot about cage control at this point too, not allowing Milne to get too much away. Shuffling him up against the cage. Little short shots with the left hand to the rib cage, grinding his head in.
Grinding his head in and getting posture. Doing really well, just pushing Anton up against that fence. Not letting him move.
Well, he could just win the round by maintaining position here at this point, just being cautious. Briefly looked like Anton was looking for a triangle there. He gave up on that idea.
Anton looks like he's doing something, opening his legs, maybe trying to put his feet on the hips and push him away.
We tried a split guard, but he pretty quickly closes it up as soon as Paitai comes in with that right hand. Although he did briefly leave an arm in there. Underhooks, nice high guard once again. 15 years old is Anton Milne against the 26-year-old Paul Paitai. Paitai is from the Strike Force gym. He's the local favourite. Short chopping shots to the inside.
Milne might only be 15 years old, but he's from Tukurua, and they breed some tough people from down there.
And he's just pushing his heels into the hips with that split guard, trying to create some room from the bottom, perhaps looking to shrimp out the side and escape. Just a split guard again.
The Strike Force fighter just trying to pepper his way with those punches.
Oh, you can just be patient there as long as he doesn't make any mistakes.
Oh,
and
big shots there.
Volleys of shots.
Right in the middle.
Straight lefts and rights from the top, raining down. Not a lot connected cleanly, but still the judges will be getting a lot of attention now, paying a lot of attention to that dominant top mount position from Paul Paitai.
Milne really needs to get off the cage, you know. Release those legs, push off the side of the cage, get his head away from...
Briefly had his left heel in the hip there, now he's got his right heel in the hip. And that just seems to have created room for Paitai to rain down again. So Milne pulls him back in. Trying to shuffle his legs up high underneath the shoulder blades. Or underneath the armpits. Creates far less room and creates more opportunity for a submission.
Paitai's doing really well, just keeping that position, keeping that dominant position, putting the pressure on, sticking his head into Milne's face and just punching at will, like that. Bang, bang!
Oh, those are big right-hand shots in his head, bouncing off the canvas. Milne showing a lot of toughness to sustain this punishment. He briefly thought about securing an arm there from Paitai, but that was responded to pretty quickly with a volley of shots, 5, 6, 7 right hands. As Milne's looking for an opportunity to escape from the bottom. Certainly not enjoying his time. 15 years old.
Milne really needs to get off that fence.
Now he's just trying to turn himself on the cage. Paitai just pulling him back in, not allowing him to
big
get his head out. Those are big shots there again from that right hand. A lot of those final shots they missed. Good composure here from Milne.
Milne's looking like he's going for a sweep or something.
Now, he really doesn't
Trying
seem
to get up.
Doesn't seem
Oh,
phased.
he swept it.
And he's reversed it nicely with a sweep. Now he's in full mount position. Elbow, swinging right hand.
Going crazy.
Well, that's what composure does for you. Anton Milne, he took his time, he remained composed. Paul Paitai knows he now has a fight on his hands as we head into the MMA Gear replay. New Zealand's biggest range, best prices, MMAgear.co.nz. And this was a story of most of that first round. Paul Paitai gaining the top position, firmly entrenched in Anton Milne's guard, and just a succession of punches from the top. But composure showed by the young man, just 15 years old. Paitai on top using his superior strength. And then came the sweep. Unfortunately for Milne, it was right towards the end of the round, only seconds remaining, though he had full mount and rained down a couple of elbows for good measure.
And here we have the beautiful Manda bringing us into round number 2.
As we head back to the fight game, it is an enthralling fight. Paul Paitai dominated the first portion of that round, but Milne showed composure, got the sweep and got the top mount. He was really robbed by the clock, just a few seconds remaining. But Paitai now knows he has to be careful of this very composed, very skilled 15-year-old. That was a nice high round kick, missed its mark. But he's trying to make him think. And takedown there from Paitai, half guard.
Paitai just wants to do what he did in the last round. Take it down, press him against the cage and just unleash on some heavy blows.
Well, it works well for him, and again, he just got shown he just cannot make the mistakes. And you see Milne's controlling his arms, not wanting to let it free, particularly that right hand. He sustained quite a few straight right elbows and straight right hands. But he's got a little bit...
I still can't believe he's 15 years old, Mike.
Well, certainly impressive. 11 years he's given away, 15 years of age. And I didn't start martial arts myself until I was 18. And this guy already looks like a seasoned veteran. They do breed him tough indeed from Tokoroa. Paul Paitai just walking his man to the cage, using his superior strength advantage.
Pressing against him, trying to use all his weight, and then he wants to posture up, start landing those blows like he did in the first round. Oh, looks like Anton's going. He's hooked up a triangle. He's hooked up a triangle.
Paitai could be in trouble here as Milne tries to secure the head. Well,
it looks tight.
Let's see if Paitai Paitai step. He couldn't step over. Milne's the 15-year-old. Well, he's taken advantage. What composure. We saw he was dangerous at the end of the first round. Paitai makes a mistake, and it's all over. This could be a future world champion. As we head into our replay from MMAgear.co.nz, let's see how it all unfolded. Paul Paitai from top position. All of a sudden, he found himself in the triangle. Steps 1, 2, 3, secured the angle, secured the head, and for Paitai, he couldn't step over or break that. And soon the tap came. You see control of the head, blocking off the airway. Paitai made a mistake, and he was made to pay by 15-year-old Anton Milne from Tokoroa.
Anton Milne! Paul Paitai.
You were on your back for most of the first round and you pulled off a sweep about 10 seconds in. Did that give you confidence coming into the second?
Especially because I was fighting that fight half days anyway. So yeah.
You were fighting the fight half days, you took a nasty shot that rocked you for that first round?
I mean, Paul's tough.
Yeah.
He can secure it. Let me fight.
Well, great continuation for the young fighter's career, and we'll be back after this break. And welcome back to Supremacy 8 here in West Auckland as we head to the New Zealand Boxer Fight Report. Tail of the tape brought to you by UFC Personal Trainer, available on Xbox 360 Connect. Lally, he's just 19 years old, and another youngster from Tokoroa, Norton Craig at 15. And this was a fight, exciting fight happening earlier in the night. Lally dominating early on with those short piston-like punches, but plenty of courage shown by Norton Craig in what was a truly exciting fight for a couple of beginners. Both of them had one fight apiece, and it really was a case of a lot of stand-up, a lot of dirty boxing.
They're both like two Energizer bunnies, just going at it, one after another.
Well, getting full mount, Lally, but good defence there again. Norton Craig, he's obviously getting some good jiu-jitsu training, getting out of that, then going straight back to the top. Round two, good stand-up as well. Really well schooled, these guys, in the pitbull Lally, constantly forward, a constant barrage of momentum. Well, pretty impressed with these youngsters, the two 15-year-olds we've seen tonight. Norton Craig, similar to his teammate Anton Milne, with that impressive victory earlier, and showing the same kind of composure, good stand-up, good submissions by Lally. He is relentless. Knees, he's got short arms, so he gets inside and uses those punches. And just a little bit too much in terms of his fitness and momentum. Just knew how to stay at a range, and double leg takedown there. Side control. And Norton Craig just not quite active enough as this bout progressed. It was a 3-round bout, both of these guys with one fight apiece. And Lally, the Ronnie De Silva trained fighter, victorious, a constant barrage of momentum. Takes his fight record to 2-0. So we head into our next bout, a light heavyweight bout. Tail of the tape brought to you by UFC Personal Trainer, available on Xbox 360. It is Rob Farquhar from the Gracie Barra Gym, 88 kilos, against Geoff Rauporo, 23-year-old at a shade under 85 kilos. Farquhar 5-0, his record. Geoff giving away 4 fights experience at just 1 fight under his belt. Terry Hill getting this bout underway as we head into the first round of this 3-by-5-minute round bout.
Did you catch that, Mike? She blew me a kiss.
She was looking directly at you, Waki. No question. And Rauporo from Strikeforce.
You would think he'd have a good striking background coming from the Strikeforce Academy.
Probably Farquhar. Very solid on the ground. He's had 5 impressive victories so far. Useful stand-up. More uses the stand-up to set up the takedown, as we saw there. Good defence there from Rauporo. Farquhar got the underhook in, not allowing him the double leg takedown easily at all, defending that very well.
Nice knee there.
The knee just shading off. Farquhar trying to turn his man into the cage. This is the positioning for strength. This is where both guys test each other out. The physical chess match. Nice little knee to the liver from Farquhar. But Rauporo clearly very strong.
Just spins him back onto the cage, just like that.
Both guys positioning for strength, and Farquhar doesn't seem to be able to get off the cage as they head back to stand up. Rauporo, he is the strike force, so he's the local boy, although Farquhar also training out here at the Gracie Barra Gym in West Auckland, which is based in Glen. Both boys in their 20s. Geoff Rauporo, 23 years old, misses with the left hook. Farquhar seems to have pretty good distance at this point. Notice that Rauporo, he does have his right hand down, vulnerable for a left hook, but I don't think that's Farquhar's game. Pretty relaxed in the stand-up.
If Farquhar wants to make use of his grappling, he really needs to close this distance.
Well, throw the shots.
So you can't just keep the distance.
Attention and then look for the opportunity to take him down. But again, you can't be too... Oh, there's a big left hook. And Farquhar closes the gap immediately. Big knee going high, just bounced off the chest. Elbow missing from Farquhar. Underhook in. Controlling the head. And you know Rauporo is looking to stop that knee. Put his hand into the hip. Farquhar now barraging his man to the rope. Briefly look for the guillotine. Back into the head control position.
Dangerously leaving his head vulnerable.
Well, he's put it there pretty close to being under the armpit of Farquhar, which really is opening himself up for a guillotine if he's not careful. Head pops out again. Not really where he's wanting to be, but he is defending the takedown well. Twisting nicely and a big knee. One of those look dangerously low. Farquhar getting out of the way of a wild right hand. Rauporo shown he's both strong and dangerous. Very, very strongly built man. Both these boys in good nick. Farquhar missing with an uppercut. Just got to be cautious of that counter right hand that Rauporo throws. And he's slightly longer in terms of the reach as well. He does have a slightly lazy jab if Farquhar wanted to throw it. Dirty boxing there, Randy Couture style with the little uppercuts. Knee, grazing knee in that case. Rauporo just looking to tire a little here. Takes a 1-2 there, and then a mid-level kick with the left leg from Farquhar. Surprising. See Farquhar scoring with the striking, giving Rauporo's background from the Strike Force gym. All very capable strikers.
It really looks like Rauporo is gassed.
Yeah, looked like he gassed early there, and he's in danger when you're gassed, of course.
He's got his head in a dangerous position.
Looks like he's
Farquhar trying to take it back. No.
Good defence there, blocking off the option. Patience though from Farquhar, just working his way for because that head down must be a real worry.
Look for a knee, just like that. And again.
And head down. Let's see how it brought the head down. Little shots from the inside, just really to create a gap, catch his attention.
Farquhar looking really relaxed now.
Well, he's in his element, isn't he? And he's patient. He's a very patient fighter. Oh. Nice. Elbow, then coming over the top with an uppercut. Little jab on the way in. Caught Rauporo badly. He's game. He's certainly not giving up. Going with the kicks now. Got to be cautious with the kicks when you're off balance like that. Farquhar very, very confident now, just walking in. Got to be careful that right hand still. Short right hand and another uppercut. It's a combination that's worked well.
There's 2 seconds left. Can he finish it?
Oh, he's been buckled badly. Rauporo only just makes it back in at the end of round 1 as we head to the MMA gear replay. The 1-2, then that left leg switch-up kick. Surprising from Farquhar. Dirty boxing, holding their head. Randy Couture styles once again, and then a couple of big knees. He really did develop control as the bout went on. We saw that overhand elbow, then the uppercut used to good effect on a couple of occasions as the round wore down. But Rauporo very lucky to make it to the end as Farquhar managed to stumble him a couple of times. Well, round 2, referee Terry Hill gets us underway. Has Geoffrey Rauporo got enough in the tank? Has he been able to replenish the energy? And Robbie Farquhar barely raised the sweat at this point. Just got to be cautious at this point early in the round. Brendan Rauporo will come out strong with a bit more energy under him. Just wants to be cautious, wear him down, work for position. Check that one nicely, dangerously dropping the right hand though. And Farquhar now goes to the single leg, nicely done.
Easy, takes him down, gains that top position, half guard.
First takedown we've seen of the bout. Grinding the elbow in over the top. He's in half guard, looking to pass.
Yeah, that's not nice.
On now, completely in control, full mount there. But again, Farquhar just not urgent. He's pressing down, putting his full weight of the chest on the body, bringing those knees up so he can't be bucked.
He's picking his shots. Just holding their position.
And big elbows, 2 or 3 big elbows there from Farquhar. And we see some claret coming down. He's cut over the eye. Referee Terry Hill looking closely here. Well, he's allowing it to continue. He's still defending himself. It's very hard for him to buck with Farquhar in the position he's in so high up. Again, just grinding down. He's not wasting his energy, picking his shots. Another big elbow. Just got to be cautious with his arm. Doesn't want to leave that in.
Rauporo just can't stay there and defend. He needs to get out.
And the mouth guards come out. Terry Hill said, that's over, that's enough. There was just no real effort at defending. Didn't seem to have much chance of getting his man off, and there we saw the difference between a fighter with 5 fights and Robbie Farquhar now takes his record to 6-0 as we head to the MMA gear replay. Well, it was the first takedown of the fight. The grappler takes the striker down after a patient build-up in round 1, and really it was all one-way traffic, and there the elbow that split open the eye, just over the left eye, split open the eyebrow of Geoffrey Rauporo. He will learn a lot from this fight. He was certainly tough. There was no indication that he was willing to give up, but it was just too much. Referee Terry Hill wisely causing a stop to this fight. Robbie Farquhar barely looks like he's raised a sweat.
How you feeling, Rob? Feeling good?
Yeah, good, definitely.
You look to have superior conditioning. Do you think that played a big factor in the win?
Yeah, we've been working our conditioning quite a bit, the boys out there, and yeah, it helped.
All right, congratulations on your KO win there. Well done.
Thanks. Thank you.
All right.
Well, a man, a few words. He takes his record to 5-0, and it's been a great night here at the West Wave Rec Centre in West Auckland. I'm Mike Angove here with Master Waki, and that was episode 2 of Supremacy 8. Let's see you next time in the cage.